Welcome to the Hamsi Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Paulo Navarro. Today is Wednesday, January 16, 2013. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at negative 297. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at negative 498. We had 36 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and only one new 52-week low for the S&P 500. For the volatility, 558,000 contracts traded on the VIX today with 78 million in total premiums paid. Very big volume today on the VIX. For the February put call dollar weighted put call ratio, we had a 0.93, which is neutral, with 54% of the total premiums paid. For March, we had a 0.11, which is bearish, with 27% of the total premiums paid. And for April, we have a 0.29, which is bearish, with 11% of the total premiums paid. Kind of a bearish dollar weighted put call ratio today. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. We have a flat day today. As you can see here, we continue to be on the +1, +2 sigma channel, which is good. Our upper range of this channel is 1491. That's going to be our first target here. And then 1500, as we've been talking about here for SPX. We want to first break 2012 high, which we were a point low today. The high was 1474.51, so keep an eye on that target. We will need to break out pretty fast. For IWM here, we have a down day, 0.4% for the day. Pretty flat. We were still able to hold above the level we talked about, a breaking out. And now we're getting close to this upward trend line we have here. Keep an eye on this level. Maybe it's a good entry point. I still think we're going to 88. And then we're going to continue to see what happens with earnings if we're going to continue to go higher from here. Looking at GLD. Very interesting pattern here. Almost flat for the day. We are holding this support down here. I'm not quite bullish on GLD. I'm still looking for a test of the 61 level, which is the 200-day moving average. Now let's talk about SLV. Very important. I am bullish on SLB here. We have a constructive day, 0.33% up for the day, finishing pretty much at the high end of the range, which was important. I'm still looking for a test of the 50-day moving average at 30.94. That's going to be important. Maybe try to do a spread, short gold, long silver. That would be quite nice here if you feel the same way as I do here. Bearish on gold, bullish on silver. That would be kind of a nice spread if you wish. Now let's talk about Apple. Yesterday we talked about being oversold. We were looking for a bounce. We got our bounce up 4% for the day. Pretty nice bounce here. Finishing at 506. Very nice. I'm still looking for more of a run here. I'm looking for 0 sigma, which is 520. That's going to be my target, the 520 line. As you can see here also, CI on the daily chart, we're getting bullish divergence. As you can see here, this lower and this is a higher low with the price divergence. So I'm looking for maybe a bottoming pattern here on Apple. I'm looking only for 520 here, and then we'll decide what happens. This is another chart of Apple here. We were able to break this previous low. That was acting as support. I'm looking to fill this gap around the 519, 520 level. That's going to be my target here. So that's what I'm looking. If we go to Netflix, very interesting trade here in Netflix. We were down today 4%, taking a breather after the huge run we had to the upside. Maybe this could be a very nice low risk entry level. You could see here the upward trend line we have here, plus also this breakout level we talked about. So maybe try to get in here with a tight stop and looking for the 101, 102 level on Netflix. If we go to JP Morgan here, we had earnings this morning. They beat estimates, so that's important also. I'm looking for 48 as positive 3 sigma, and that would be the target I'm looking here on the upside. If we look here now, Goldman Sachs also came out with earnings this morning. Better than estimate. Very nice earnings here on GS. I'm looking for 144.7. That's going to be my target on the upside, and that's going to be the stop I want to be at if I'm long. For CMG Chipotle, we have some revision down, and we were down 5.5%. You could see here how we went up, finishing almost at the highs of the day, which was important. I'm looking for the 288 level as being some resistance. I'm looking at that level and then maybe trade it to the downside if we get there. That's what I'm looking for CMG.